In a small village nestled at the edge of a vast desert, a woman named Amina, her life, though humble, was filled with love for her family. She lived with her husband, Jamal, a hard-working man who did his best to provide for them. They had 2 young children, but their village, like many others in the region, was plagued by poverty, political instability, and violence. The future seemed uncertain, and their dreams felt as though they were fading with each passing day. Amina was no stranger to hardship. She had grown up in the same village, watching her parents struggle, doing everything they could to keep their family afloat. She learned early that life was not kind to the weak, and that only those who had the courage to fight for a better future would ever make it through the storm. Yet, despite all their efforts, the circumstances around her continued to worsen. As Amina sat in the dim light of their small hut, watching her children sleep peacefully, she overheard Jamal talking to his brother on the phone. He had received an offer from a friend in a faraway land, an opportunity to migrate and find better work. It was a chance to start anew, a chance to escape the poverty and danger that constantly threatened their lives. The idea of leaving their home was terrifying to both of them. They had no savings, no connections, and they had never lived anywhere other. But Amina knew that if they stayed, things would only get worse. Her husband's face showed the weight of the decision. He was afraid of leaving everything behind the land, their people, and the life they had known. But Amina's heart swelled with fierce determination. She looked at Jamal with unwavering courage. "You've worked so hard for us," she said softly, "but it's not enough anymore. We need to make a change. We need to go where there's hope. I will help you, Jamal. We will do this together." With Amina's encouragement, Jamal decided to take the leap. But the road to migration was not easy. They had no money for the expensive journey, nor did they have anyone to help them. Amina had a plan. She had always been clever with her hands, creating beautiful woven baskets and pottery that she sold to the neighboring villagers. It wasn't much, but it was enough to get by. She knew that if she could sell enough of her creations, she could gather the money they needed. For months, Amina worked tirelessly, weaving baskets by candlelight and molding clay by hand, all while taking care of the children and managing the household. She traveled to nearby towns and villages, selling her crafts to anyone who would buy. Her dedication and resilience paid off soon. She had saved enough money for the journey. When the time came to leave, Amina and Jamal set out on foot with only the clothes on their backs and the hope in their hearts. They crossed deserts and mountains, faced dangers, and endured sleepless nights. Amina never complained, her resolve never wavering. She held on to the dream of a better life for her children, and that vision fueled her every step. After months of struggle, they finally arrived in the distant country, a land full of possibilities. It wasn't easy to settle in a new place. They had no family, no support, and no idea where to start. But Amina's courage and Jamal's hard work saw them through. Jamal found a job in construction, while Amina started working as a cleaner in a local hotel. They rented a small apartment, each day feeling the weight of their sacrifices. But Amina never stopped thinking about the future. She knew that to truly succeed, they would need to create something of their own. She began using her skills to sell handmade goods, clothing, pottery, and baskets at the local markets. Slowly, her reputation grew. People admired the quality of her work and the perseverance that she had shown. Soon, Amina was able to open a small shop, selling her creations alongside items from other local artisans. Jamal, too, worked hard to improve his skills and find better-paying jobs. Over time, they were able to save enough to start a small business together, selling handmade crafts and offering construction services to the community. It wasn't easy, and there were many moments when they doubted themselves, but they continued to push forward. Their children, who had once lived in constant fear, now attended school, their futures brighter than ever before. Years passed, and the small family grew into a successful business family. Amina's shop became one of the most popular in town, known for its beautiful handmade goods and its owner's relentless spirit. Jamal's construction business expanded, and soon they were able to hire others and provide jobs to people in the community. The sacrifices they had made, the hardships they had endured, had all led to this moment, a life far beyond what they had ever imagined. Looking back on the long journey, Amina knew that it was her courage, her belief in her family, and her determination that had made all the difference. She had not only helped her husband migrate to a safer life, but she had also helped her family build a future that was financially strong and filled with hope. And so, they thrived in their new home. A family who had once struggled, now flourishing because of their courage to dream, their relentless pursuit of a better life, and the love that kept them together.